Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat seem to be taking care of business on a regular basis now, and of course, we know that they're number one in the Eastern Conference, but they're not a little bit too comfortable in their shoes. You see, the Chicago Bulls are right on their tail, and the Cleveland Cavaliers are now third in the Eastern Conference, something that nobody really expected to see. They're the biggest shock of the season, and even though I like the Miami Heat being underdogs in the past, we have a mission at hand. Now, of course, we had to go against the Los Angeles Clippers tonight, and we had a big lead, but then it all of a sudden fell apart. Now, we were able to secure the victory, and of course, we got some performances from some guys that a lot of other teams wouldn't be able to bring out their best abilities. Now, we won 121 to 114, and we were led by Jimmy Butler, aka Jimmy Buckets. He had 26 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, shot 5 of 12 from the field, 0 of 1 from downtown, but he had an insane 16 of 16 free throw game. He had 3 steals, 1 block, and was a plus 12 in the plus minus. Not to mention, he only had 1 turnover. Now, you already know what to think about Jimmy. He will be able to get to the free throw line, and that's what I really love about his game. Now, of course, the new rule change helped him out a little bit, but 16 free throw attempts, shooting 100%, you don't really see too many players that can do that in the NBA. And just to think about it, you guys, while I'm talking, to say that we're mentioning the All-Star game, I want to know who's going to be on that list from the Miami Heat. So many players have missed games. Bam Adebayo missed a chunk of time. Do you think that he will get snubbed? I mean, we're number one in the Eastern Conference, and I guarantee you that the Golden State Warriors will have 3 All-Stars with Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Andrew Wiggins. So let's see what they do with our team. But moving on, PJ Tucker had an amazing 18 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, shot 6 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from downtown, and made 4 out of 4 of his free throw attempts. He had 2 steals, and even though he was in foul trouble, he was a plus 20 in the plus minus, which was higher than everybody in the entire game. From my point of view, I know that he's playing well right now, but I just can't wait until I see him in the NBA playoffs, because once he gets there, you will see that he has one of the best contracts in the NBA because he is on a bargain deal. Now, Duncan Robinson, he's continuing to shoot well from the field and show us why he's a $90 million guy. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, shot 6 of 9 from the field, 4 of 7 from downtown, and was a plus 16 in the plus minus. The 3-point specialist, he's been able to get in a rhythm, and you can really tell that he's enjoying himself on the court. He's been able to knock down his open shots, and in the last 4 games, he's averaging over 20 points. And while he's dangerous for our team, I want to talk about another player that has really stepped up. He showed us that you don't really need to start to be able to contribute to your team. And even though he's getting a lot of minutes, and I would hope that he makes the All-Star game, I want to talk about Tyler Herro. He had 11 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, shot 5 of 12 from the field, 1 of 3 from downtown, and was a minus 4 in the plus minus. Now, of course, he didn't have one of the best games today, but still, on the season, he's averaging 20.7 points. So we know that he can provide that scoring boost off the bench whenever it comes around. And in the playoffs, we know that he will be ready. Now, he's seen Gabe Vincent in the starting lineup, Caleb Martin, Max Strus, a whole bunch of guys. Yet, he has still showed us a great amount of maturity out of a young player. He's still only 22 years old. And if you look at it, his game is only going to get better. Now, last but not least, I want to talk about a player that has stepped up all season long and has been actually clutch in key situations, and that's Gabe Vincent. He was in the starting lineup in the place of Kyle Lowry, and he had 23 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, shot 8 of 15 from the field, 7 of 12 from downtown, and as the starting point guard, only had 3 turnovers. Now, he was a -2 in the plus minus, but still, 23 points? From a guy that's on such a small contract, he's still able to contribute, and that's something you love to see from everybody in their Miami Heat uniform. Given the opportunity, they will be able to rise to the occasion. And as we all know, I said Kyle Lowry didn't play. KZ, he's unavailable. And we haven't seen Markieff Morris in such a long time, but we seem to forget about him, and I really want to see where he fits in this rotation, if at all. Now, I haven't heard any updates about Victor Oladipo, so do you think that he will be able to play this season? Or do you think that they will just maybe sign him to another small contract next year and hopefully he'll be able to play? But nonetheless, I really love what this team is doing with rotating their players in and out of games. And even though they've been in and out of safety protocols, they've had some injuries, they're still number 1 in the Eastern Conference. The Chicago Bulls, they're missing out on Lonzo Ball, they're missing out on Alex Caruso. And if you look at the game tonight, that really will affect your record if you don't have a certain amount of depth. Now, they lost against the San Antonio Spurs tonight 131-122, which makes them have 18 losses compared to our 17. So we do have a little bit of wiggle room. On top of that, we have beaten them this season, so we will be number 1 in the East regardless. But let's get back to the game tonight. The main reason why we won is because we were able to shoot 47% from the field, but we shot 44% from downtown compared to the Los Angeles Clippers' 25.7%. Now, a key factor that I find pretty interesting is we shot 27 free throws and made 26 of them, 96.3%. And if we're able to do that on a consistent basis, then we will be guaranteed a spot in the NBA Finals. Now, we had 28 assists as a team, we had 18 turnovers, which we can improve on, but I'm just glad that we got this victory. If you look at our next 5 games, I would say we'll be able to go on a long winning streak because we play against the Toronto Raptors, Boston Celtics, Toronto Raptors once again, the San Antonio Spurs, and then the Charlotte Hornets. If the NBA playoffs started today, in the second round, we most likely would be going against the Brooklyn Nets. So you guys tell me how you feel about that. Do you think that we'll be able to beat a Kevin Durant team while Kyrie Irving is only playing in Miami? And I know that James Harden doesn't look like the James Harden of old, but I know that he will most likely not be with that team next year. So maybe that will be able to affect their playoff play. Now, there's been some rumors around the league saying that some teams, if they face the Brooklyn Nets, you never know if their city will make a mask mandate. And if they do, that means that the Brooklyn Nets most likely will fall in the second or third round. But do you think that Miami would do that just to be petty? And do you think that that would hurt the Brooklyn Nets in the long run? Now, before I head out, you guys, I do have 2 questions, and you already know, follow me on both of my Instagram pages. Once I reach 1,100 followers, I'll be giving away an NBA jersey of your choice, and once I reach 5,000 subscribers on this channel, I'll be giving away another NBA jersey. All you have to do is comment Miami Heat in my DMs. Follow my main ScottyIce page. Once I reach 11,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away another NBA jersey, and make sure you comment jersey in my DMs. That's 3 different chances to win 3 NBA jerseys. Now, the questions that I have for today is, 1. Who do you think will be the hardest competition for the Miami Heat in the entire playoffs? Do you think it will be the Brooklyn Nets, Chicago Bulls, hey, even maybe the Cleveland Cavaliers? They're a lengthy team, and we know that whenever it comes down to size, the Miami Heat are lacking a little bit in that department. So I would say it would be somebody like the Milwaukee Bucks once again, but I really feel confident in our team. We have a lot of smart players, high IQ players like Kyle Lowry, guys that's willing to put their body on the line, put in the work, put in the effort, and whenever it comes down to sizing up the rotations, the Miami Heat are looking a little bit unstoppable. And the second question that I have for today, you guys, is who do you think have been the 3 most clutch players for the Miami Heat this season? Do you think it's Jimmy Butler, Tyler Herro, Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Kyle Lowry. I mean, it could be a whole bunch of guys. For me, it's Jimmy Butler, Tyler Herro, and I really love what Gabe Vincent did that game against the Chicago Bulls, so I'm just gonna give it to him. Now, of course, just a day or two ago, I put up a poll to say cut one of these players just to see how you feel about these three guys, and I put Caleb Martin, Max Strus, and Gabe Vincent, and he must have saw that post because he dropped 23 points tonight, and I really loved what I seen in his game. But I appreciate all you guys loving your support. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and turn on the notifications, smash the like button, and as always, this your boy ScottyIce, aka Baby Bron, and you already know, I'm out.